So you decide to play some Dead by Daylight, and you started noticing you're getting bodied in this game. You're playing Survivor, and you just can't seem to be the one to get that one escape. Or maybe you're playing as Killer, and you can't seem to get more than 2 kills at best. And the only reason why you got a single kill was because the Survivor felt so bad for you that they literally allow themselves to be hooked by you. Because if you're that bad, there's no reason for any Survivor to DC, because you suck that bad as a Killer. And if you're trash as a Survivor, don't be surprised you're the one who's getting tunneled on sight by the Killer, because someone's gotta die. Remember, it's not your fault why you are bad at playing Dead by Daylight, because the reasons I'm about to go over are things that we can all relate to. First match. For a fact, you know that whenever it's the first match or first time for anything, you get a free pass. You had a long day at work, you fire up some Dead by Daylight, and you know there's a 99% chance you're gonna do horrible on the first game, especially as Killer. Warming up. You're just warming up. How is it your fault that you're not warmed up to start playing for real? Sure, it's been only 5 matches so far, but you're still warming up. Bad teammates. Having bad teammates in Dead by Daylight is the equivalent of having shit group members in a group project for school. You are only good as your weakest link. If just one person in the group of survivors is dog shit, then the game got 5 times harder. Instead of the shit player disconnecting, they decided to stay in the game and cause some more damage. You guys can be almost done with the generator, and boom, the bad teammate just missed a skill check in no less than 5 seconds, and now the Killer spotted you guys. Way to go, bad teammate. Lag. Lag is always going to be a universal reason why you suck in any game, especially in Dead by Daylight. Is it your fault that the other Killer has such a high ping? Is it your fault that you as a Killer, when you're about to slash this Survivor ass trapper, and boom, the screen pauses for a split second, and now the Survivor got away? Hitboxes. Ever notice that whenever you successfully vaulted over a window, the Killer still manages to hit you? I didn't know I need to be 10 feet from the window to avoid getting hit. It's been a while. What can I say? It's been a while since you fired up Dead by Daylight. It's been about a week, so you might as well say it's been about a month since you played the game, which feels like a whole year. You're just getting back into the game, so you might as well say you're a beginner all over again. You're gonna need some time to learn to open and exit gate again, and you'll need some more time on how to play Killer like you used to, letting them win. For my Killers out there, you let the Survivors win. Even though playing as Killer, you got bodied by the Survivor friends group, you can always say you let them win. You just weren't going 100%, only 95%, which explains why every single Survivor managed to escape during that game, because you let them win. Remember that. MMR. MMR, or skill-based matchmaking rating, is a scoring system where the game pairs you with other shit players in the game. So if you're shit playing as Survivor, you might be lucky enough to find others who play worse than you. It's not your fault that there are other people who do worse than you in the game, because you actually try to run from the Killer, but it's not your fault you can't last 30 seconds from the Killer in chase. And now the whole team has to stop doing generators to save your ass. And here you have a Survivor who's just running around the map, not doing generators, and just hiding from the Killer. You might as well say this is a 3v1 now. New Killer. It's not your fault that you're going up against a new Killer. You might be the person who took a break playing Dead by Daylight, and after a few months, which feels like an eternity, the game feels completely different now, all because of a new Killer. You're going up against a Needleface, and now you have to avoid getting chained down literally from thin air, and you have to find a magic box that's somewhere in the entire map, all to combat this new Killer's ability? Fuck that. I am a Survivor main, so I'm gonna stick to what I know best, which is doing generators and getting the fuck out of here. New perks. You're trying out new perks, so it's not your fault that you didn't do so well last game, because you're trying something new. And whenever you do anything new for the first time, because it's new, things will go south real fast. You're probably playing as Killer, and for the first time, you're actually not using No One Escapes Death and Hex Ruin. Bravo. And as a bonus, you have a life. When all else fails, you can always play the card of having a life. Having a life is universal. It is a safe but also an effective defensive tactic to excuse yourself on why you play so poorly in Dead by Daylight. Is it your fault you have a full-time job and go to school? No, but it is your fault if you don't see that you do. Otherwise, what's your reason for playing so badly in Dead by Daylight? So in this case, it's not your fault you're bad at the game. Life was just in the way.